Well, as I've been involved with things the last 10 years, I have to tell you, this is one area that there is never common ground on. There's common ground that we have a big problem about funding for roads and bridges, but there's not a common consensus about what will work. And the biggest divide, as you can imagine, is the rural and the urban areas. So very much when they come up with a funding formula to bring some money together for the state, the rural areas, figure that the Front Range will steal all the money and we won't get anything to repair it. Lately, there has been some fixes on those things, that a certain proportion of any kind of money that goes in, at least 25% goes to rural areas. Now, the rural areas are vastly expansive, and they are the biggest areas in Colorado. However, they have the least amount of people. So the Front Range, which is dying for better transportation solutions, very much gets the majority of the money because their transportation is so expensive to build out. And the lack of funding for it. We can't seem to pass a bill that would fund things. I, for years, have advocated for a graded fuel tax. We were at less than $2 a gallon this summer. Just think if we had a graded sales tax or a fuel tax system in there, that would have gone up with fuel prices going down. Wouldn't that make sense? That people would have been a lot more comfortable paying a 30-cent per gallon sales tax when gas was $2 a gallon. Now gas is kind of in a medium range. Maybe that tax would look like 25 cents a gallon now, and when it went up to $3.50, $4 a gallon, it would be back at its present 22 cents a gallon. So to me, that would be an easy fix on the whole thing. I know there's pushbacks on Tabor. There would have to be some legal aspects with it, but I think it's something that most of us could live with. There might be exemptions for industry. Diesel taxes are different. And for people that commute, for instance, if you had to travel an hour a day to get to your job, so you were paying a lot more in fuel taxes, you could keep track of your fuel tax spending. And because you were adversely affected by that, you could get a small tax credit back to make yourself whole on the issue. So, there's some things to talk about that, but they don't like to talk about them because the fuel industry pushes back on any taxing of fuel. But we have to fix the roads. So that's one of my things.